Good evening, my besties and butt cheeks. My name is Housifer, and welcome back to another Sketchbook Monday video. Whether you're a new viewer or a familiar face, this is the series in which I draw stuff and talk about it, and you listen and maybe draw along too. I'm not quite sure what you do, but I apologize this week. I'm a little sick, and also you'll notice that I actually recorded this on the 3rd. Yeah, sorry, I recorded it ahead of time. But that's because I have a little bit of a project going on right now, and I'm pretty tight on my schedule. So this was the only day in which I would find the time to record for this video. Anyways, let's talk about our weekly recap. Yay! First up piece we got right here, just a doodle of hair. That's it. That's all it is. And then the one next to it is just some cat doodles. This was 2 days in which I was just kind of really locked in on video editing, and I didn't have a whole lot of time to really draw a whole lot. So that is what these are. And then on this next page is October 1st, and I thought it would be fun to have a whole bunch of pumpkins. So that's what I did. I will talk about the ideation stuff in a minute. Next, this is just a whole bunch of warm-ups. A really good tip that I was given at one point was just to increase your speed. It's a good idea to start your warm-up with a bunch of circles and drawing them as fast as you can, and then moving on to squares and then onto like poses and stuff like that. So that's what that page is. And then the one immediately after that is me trying again to draw a building and make it look good. I'm getting there. I think I'm getting there. It's a rocky road, you know, but you gotta take it. And then I have like a really shitty wolf underneath it. I haven't drawn a wolf in quite a while. I did that without reference, and I needed something to fill the void down there, and I was like, oh, wolf time. Anyways, that is all we have for the recap this week. And on to the actual meat and potatoes of today's video. So, as you may have realized, it's October, and usually when it hits October, I start doing Inktober. I've been really good at doing it for the last like 3 or 4 years, and this year will be the first time in quite a while in which I am not doing Inktober, solely because I just have so much other stuff on my plate right now, and I don't have the time or the patience to dedicate to it right now. So I've decided that I'm gonna do something a little different this year, and instead of doing a drawing every day, I'm gonna follow a prompt list for every week, and I'll have a spread like this done every week, pretty much falling in theme with, you know, regular Inktober type prompts. I'm doing a more of a Drawtober thing this year, which is when they split up the month into a much more manageable schedule, I guess, but I made my own prompt list, and I'm doing it with a set of characters that I have talked about a little bit on my channel before. I have 2 videos out about these characters. One is coming at some point, hopefully this month. I don't know. We'll see. I have a lot of stuff to do this month, so. But today's prompt was Moon, and I wanted to draw my boy Draven sitting in a tree with the moon in the background. And I will admit it took me a little bit to come up with what I wanted to do for this picture, because one of the things I usually do when I do Inktober is I thumbnail a lot of the prompts, and I did not have the time to do that with this one. I hope that I will have the time to do it with the other ones. That way they may have a chance of coming out better than this one did. Not to say that I don't like how this one came out. I mean, I don't feel any particular way about it, but I would not say it's my strongest work. But that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and let myself draw. For this one, I'm only using my Faber-Castells, and I do go in with a Sharpie at some point, which was a mistake. It bleeds through, but you know what? You live and you learn, and I like living on the edge, so oh well. I'm gonna shut up now, and you can watch and listen along to the smooth music that I have going. It's lo-fi. I don't know what is it jazz? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think the music is. So, as I stated before, this is going to be a month-long series, I guess, that's gonna just take over this current series, the Sketchbook Monday, and it's just gonna be, you know, kind of Halloween-y, October-themed spreads following a prompt. It took me a little bit to come up with the prompt list because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something that could integrate the characters that I'm going to be using quite well. So coming up with 4 different prompts that did that well for each different character was a little difficult, but I think it will be interesting to say the least. So week 1 obviously will be Moon. Week 2 is Witch. Week 3, I think I'm gonna make Clown, because I put Haunt and Clown in week 3 and week 4, but I want to switch it around because I like drawing clowns and I have an idea for that one. So I'm gonna put that on week 3, and then Haunt is going to be in week 4, and that'll be our final prompt for this Halloween month. It'll be great. I'm looking forward to it. The characters I will be using for all of these prompts will be Draven, Gracie, and 2 characters that no one's heard of yet because they're in the next video, and that is Micah and Adam, who are the 2 angels of the group. So I'm actually going in and coloring this with a bold Faber-Castell marker, which is not black, actually. It is a dark gray, which is pretty nice. It's nice to have some variation, and I do that with, I have a couple other gray tones as well that I end up using for this. My dudes, I'll be so for real that when I was drawing this, I just was not feeling it. And you know what? Sometimes, like, I sit down and I go to draw shit for, you know, like, content, or even just, like, for fun, and I'm just like, it's like pulling teeth. You'll see a lot of me flipping the page to see if the Sharpie is bleeding through, and then I see that it is, and I'm like, oh. Feel a part of my soul die. Like, don't get me wrong, I love paper blank sketchbooks, but I guess they can't be perfect. But in good news this week, I did get quite a lot done. If you watched one of my other sketchbook videos, I was talking about this zine that I was working on. I was making all the spreads for it and all that good jazz, and we have completed it. We ordered a batch of physical copies from Mixam, and they will be here at some point within the next week, and the full zine is set to release on October 12th. So if you're someone who likes live action roleplay and likes Halloween and Halloween parties and live action roleplay Halloween parties, you might be interested. It's called Whisperbrook. I will have a link to my website. I will have a link to the website where you can check it out in the description. And I will have a probably more robust video talking about it at some point in the future. I'm not gonna lie, I faked myself out there for a second. I thought that the recording was over. It was not. I have to still go through and add in all the stars with my trusty Jelly Roll white ink pen. I love these things. It's great to just add a little highlight around everything, just to make it pop that much more. And here is the final image. Tell me what you think in the comments. I like it, but I don't love it, you know? It's not something that I would have been like putting it on a t-shirt or anything, but I don't hate it. I think I definitely could have done better if I had more time, but you know what? Sometimes it just ain't gonna be that way, and you gotta live with it. Anyways, I wanted to thank you all so much for watching this video. Do let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions about what I was using or what I was doing, just if you want to tell me you hate my voice, please leave a comment. I'm begging you. Anyways, that's the end of the video. As always, my name is Halcifer. I've been your entertainment for today, and you, hopefully, have been entertained. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!